What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So if you recall, my fiance and I were featured on a segment called Millennial Mortgage on CNBC Make It's YouTube channel. They usually do videos called Millennial Money, but they did a spin-off called Millennial Mortgage that turned into a video. And I thought that any Millennial Money video, I'll just stay off that. But anytime a Millennial Mortgage comes out, why don't I check it out and react to it? So today we actually have a Millennial Mortgage that got released by CNBC Make It. It's titled Buying a $252K Townhouse in Georgia. Wait for it, Millennial Money. I think they changed the title because when I got the notification, it said Millennial Mortgage. Yep, it was Millennial Mortgage. I'm going to screenshot that just in case, because it was Millennial Mortgage first. Graham would consider that not winning the algorithm. Anyways, let's watch this. Please smash the like button, subscribe to my channel, and here we go.
Growing up, I know I was personally told, hey, live at home with your parents, especially as a female.
It makes sense. You could save money that way. Actually, so I like this. It says a 30-year-old owns a $252,275 house in Lawrenceville, Georgia. So owns.
My name is Crystal Nyankusi. I am 30 years old and I just bought my first home in Lawrenceville, Georgia, which is about 30 minutes from Atlanta.
There you go, 30 minutes from Atlanta. I bet she has the commuter experience if she works in Atlanta.
My home was $252,000.
Wow. Crystal's down payment was only 1.8%. That's crazy. Actually, really low, because the lowest I've ever heard was like 3.5 or 3% on certain FHA loans. I'm curious how she was able to get 1.8%.
This is my living space, which includes my kitchen. One of my favorite parts of the home, as I do love to cook, I love to bake, I love to entertain. The base floor has a powder room and the living space, kitchen, and a dining space as well, while the upper level has all the bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, and then a laundry room.
That's awesome. Yeah, our place is similar to that. So I guess it is a townhome. Like maybe the garage is on the first floor, second floor is the living area, common area where the kitchen and the living room is. And then our top floor is similar in the sense that it has all the 3 bedrooms, 2 full baths, but our laundry room is actually on our second floor. But that's really cool. I thought it would look like a house actually looking at the opening video.
Being a first-time home buyer, I was told that there were so many different opportunities and so many different grants and assistance programs that would be able to assist me while on my search. Unfortunately, I did not qualify for a lot of the assistance programs here in Georgia due to income and or various other factors.
That is true. The more money you make, the less opportunities you have for certain programs, like she said. But at the same time, since you do make enough, you should be able to afford a home or afford big purchases like this. Granted, being millennials, we're always known as the ones who spend too much or don't know how to handle their money. So good on her for that. And, you know, anyone can do it, not just millennials. If you're younger than us, like a Gen Zer, you could do it too, as long as you're saving money.
I know a big misconception I had when I was looking, I thought I had to put down that 20% to get a home.
Yeah, that's the thing. Whenever you're buying a home, it is best case to put down 20 to 25%, just because you can avoid things like PMI, which is private mortgage insurance. She obviously found a program talking to a bunch of different lenders, which we didn't talk to as many lenders as, you know, she probably did. We talked to maybe like 2 or 3, but she was able to get a good price. Like, look, she only put a down payment of $4,570. Like, I have that in my bank account right now. I could buy a house just like this if I'm approved for that loan, assuming that. And then the loan is just under $250,000. That's a really good deal. It doesn't break down like the closing costs or anything like that, but still, that down payment is very little compared to 20 to 25%. So if you are able to find a similar lender that can do this for you, try to buy a house. If that's how much money that you have, you could get a house, start making mortgage payments. Sorry, I dropped my phone. But anyways, okay, so it wasn't just the $500, it was close to $10,000 in total, which included the down payment and the closing costs. So yeah, whenever you do get a mortgage, it's not free. You actually have to pay fees to process the loan. There's also an inspection. There's closing costs that are involved with that. That makes more sense.
I would say some of the hard things or kind of like realities of owning a home by yourself is it is by yourself. Your income is on you, your credit score is just on you, and obviously once you move in, all the expenses are on you.
Wow, yeah, that is true. I mean, she did it by herself. Granted, the house is definitely significantly cheaper than a house out here in California. Me and my fiance paid for a 599,000 townhome, so almost like more than double, obviously. And her monthly expenses 2248. Ours were around 3400. Her mortgage, and she has property taxes, which is typically like 0.5 to 1% of the property's value. Utilities, that makes sense, which includes internet, electricity, hot water, ADT, Social Security, and gas. PMI is pretty high though. Oh man, PMI sucks. I'm gonna tell you that. PMI sucks. So you actually have this scenario where if you put down less than 20%, the lender or the mortgager will charge you a fee, making you pay for insurance just in case you default. Because if, say she goes under and she's not able to pay, I'm not saying she will, I'm just saying if that happens in any case, whenever you have a low down payment, this insurance covers the lender so they don't lose their investment. Homeowners insurance 61 makes sense, and then a pretty low HOA fee.
I did feel worried taking on an additional debt. The only thing that really kind of gave me solace was that I knew a home would be more of a long-term investment.
That's true, long-term investment. If there's anything that I could tell any of my peers, friends, or anyone watching this video, if you can just save enough money, not spend too much, if you can move in with friends, if you could live at home, like she was saying at the beginning of the video, save your money, try to buy your own house as soon as possible, only if it makes sense. Don't obviously buy way too much. Don't buy something super expensive. But it's like, going back to the Millennial Mortgage video that we were featured in, we were pre-approved to be able to buy a house for $800,000 to $900,000. Did we do that? No, we bought under $600,000. Anything less than that, like $500,000 or lower, like it's just not good quality, at least out here in Los Angeles. But we're not paying rent anymore. Oh no, so there's a lot of other loans that she has. And I can share the sentiment because I have student loans too. But then she has a huge car loan, so that's a pretty expensive car loan, $47,000. And then credit card debt, you do what you do. You want to look fab, you want to get your clothes, all that stuff, that's cool. But man, the car loan, oh, we got an ad. We should watch this to support the channel. Remember to hit the like button too.
First reason why I chose Atlanta, Georgia was cost of living. Definitely way more affordable for someone, especially on a single income. And then secondly, I was just able to find more of what I was looking for in terms of a new construction, and then also being in a more metropolitan suburban area.
Yeah, we got a new construction too, because there were a lot of perks, there were upgrades. I mean, whenever you buy a used home or just an older home, you have to go through pretty thorough inspections. So you definitely want to go through that. But buying a new home has some pros and cons, but that's really good that she did that.
I thought I chose one, but once I got back home and started doing some research, I realized it just wasn't really a fit for me. So I had asked my realtor who lives in Atlanta to continue the search for me virtually. Luckily, he would just send me different videos, different neighborhoods, try to get my opinion. And once he sent me the video of this neighborhood, I knew just virtually that it was pretty much sold.
That's awesome. If you can get a good realtor, you will be taken care of, because our real estate agents, it was a nice couple. They helped us out. They worked with us for almost a year and a half. If you could get a good realtor, use referrals, because they will have your best interest in mind.
Finding especially a good neighborhood, a good county that has really good schools, and an area that's not too far from downtown, I figured that this is just the right time for me. And luckily for me, things just aligned where when I applied through the preferred lender, I was approved immediately.
Okay, so she applied through the preferred lender, similar to us. A lot of the times, whenever there's a building community, they actually link up with a certain lender. That way, that lender can get each and every single deal and sell those houses and sell the mortgages there. So that's good. That's the same thing we did. And usually they have the best perks. They usually give you credits, or in her case, a low down payment. So that's a really good tip here.
So my realtor met me here with the keys and, gave me a quick tour of the place. And then once he was leaving, he just looked at me and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, yeah, this just all felt really surreal that, I was standing in something that was mine and that I had worked hard to get. And now it was kind of like my baby to help raise and groom.
There you go. I love that attitude because, like, a lot of people will say this. Everyone's going to go into the comments. Like, I'm going to look at the comments after this and I'm just like,
you don't own the home. You have a mortgage. The bank owns the home.
It peeves me so much that people say that. And it's like, yeah, I may not own the home outright. She could have spent $250,000, but why do that when she only spent $5 and she could take the rest over time and invest that and then grow her money even more on top of the already mortgage interest write-off on your taxes, appreciation. If this is an up and coming area, this 250K townhouse is going to be way more in the future.
The only thing is, I wish I could have gotten a better interest rate.
Yeah. I mean, she got a pretty good interest rate compared to us. We have 4.125, which we're actually in the process of refinancing right now. So any of the haters who go and say,
"Oh, you're paying way too much in interest. You're going to be paying $1 million in total over 30 years.
Getting it taken care of, guys. Chill out.
I wish that I would have saved more money outside of closing costs and down payment, because once I did move in, although, my closing costs and down payment were completed, I think I only had about $2,000 left at that time to furnish the rest of the home, or to furnish the home. I wish that I would have saved an additional $10K before moving in.
That's very fortunate. She only had $2,000 left to spend on furniture. I really hope she has a savings account or an emergency fund just in case something does happen, because with what's going on right now, you never know what can happen. So I'm not saying anything will happen. I don't have any wood to knock on, but you definitely should have an emergency savings just in case something happens. That's what we did. Anyone who's buying a home, you shouldn't just spend everything that you got. Make sure that you have funds to be able to, save yourself if anything does happen.
Moving down to Atlanta on faith, I did not have, and still don't really have, too many friends. And obviously my family is based out of the DMV area. So I did make a sacrifice moving down here by myself, and also moving in a home by myself as well without any roommates. So it has been an adjustment, just learning to make new friends, meet new people, and get out and about to learn the area.
It's all good. She's super independent. Good on you, girl, because like, you did it by yourself. You'd made a sacrifice moving to a cheaper area. Obviously in Virginia, probably where your parents live, it's super expensive. I imagine so, but you did it by yourself. That's super cool. I mean, you got some loans, you got the mortgage, which is, a fairly good rate. As long as it's under 4%, I think you're fine. If you can make it lower with interest rates lower right now, that's cool too. The car payment, I'm not going to talk about it because, that's you. As long as you're keeping up with payments and nothing bad happens, I think you'll be fine.
Buying a home has made me happier because it's made me feel more independent. It's made me feel like I have something that's truly mine, and something that I can fix up in the way that I would like, and not have to get anyone else's opinion on it. And if I come in and I don't like something, it's my responsibility to change it up. So it's definitely given me more of a sense of being more of an adult, and just made me a little bit more responsible, especially when it comes to finances. It has made me, and I would consider this kind of like my word for the year, is being fearless, because I feel like if I can do this, I can do so many other things that I thought I couldn't do. I can do it on my own. I can definitely do it with somebody else.
That's super awesome, because I can, share that same sentiment. My fiance, like me and Janelle, we definitely share that, because when we first did it, it was super nerve-wracking. We were stressed out. We were looking for so much, and then going through the process, like also transferring that lump sum of money when we had to wire the payment, it's super scary. But we were able to do it once. And we said at the end of our video, like going through the process once, learning from it, not getting certain places that we thought we wanted, it's all okay. And as long as you have someone along the way to do it with, or if you're like this girl doing it by herself, you can do it. It's possible. You just got to be able to, be very disciplined, save money, and be smart with your money. I've obviously learned a lot more about money on YouTube. So thanks so much for watching this video. If you haven't already, smash the like button. Check out other videos on how to buy a house, how to save money, how to invest, do all those things. Because things like this can happen to ordinary people just like you and me. Anyways, thanks so much again for watching the video. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, like I said, hit the notification bell so you know the next time I post a video on my channel. Links below to Yada, Webull, Robinhood, get 4 free stocks, get tickets to potentially win $10 million. Also go to millennial.investments, put your email there for future updates on new content. Me and a couple friends are going to be launching that in the new year. Check that out. With the knowledge that you gained in this video, let's get to work.
Bye.